This video was made on the request of Beth Jasper. Long ago, in a beautiful kingdom filled with wonder and joy, there lived a gentle girl named Ella. She shared a happy home with her loving parents, where laughter echoed through the halls and dreams filled every day.
Up in the air!
I can see.
My beautiful girl!
Surrounded by love and kindness, Ella grew with a hopeful and beautiful heart.
Always be kind and brave, no matter how life changes.
But fate had other plans. Too soon, Ella's mother was taken away, leaving behind a legacy of love that would live on in Ella's kind and hopeful heart. As the seasons passed, Ella grew into a beautiful young girl, cherished and loved dearly by her father, whose heart she filled with pride and joy.
No matter what, always be kind.
I promise. I promise.
With her gentle heart, Ella made friends with every little creature, and they became her loyal companions. As time went on, Ella's father married a kind woman, hoping to bring happiness back into their home. But soon, Ella would discover that not all hearts are as gentle as they seem.
From this day forward, we will be a family.
I'm sweet, but
Ella was happy for her father, hoping for a loving new mother.
I'm so happy for you, Father.
But soon, Ella's kindness would face its greatest challenge. Her stepmother arrived, a cold woman who brought her two spoiled daughters into the home. Sadly, Ella's father grew ill and passed away, leaving her without the love and protection she once knew. Alone in the house she once called home, she soon watched her stepmother's true nature appear. The kindness she had promised was only a mask. Behind it lay jealousy and cruelty, and Ella's world began to change in the most painful way. Her stepsisters went cruel, taking Ella's precious belongings and leaving her with only rags and chores.
This old thing is perfectly suitable for your new duties. Now, see that you finish the laundry before supper.
The stepsisters mocked and teased her, calling her Cinderella, for she was always covered in cinders after her endless work by the fire. From morning until night, Cinderella worked without rest, her days filled with endless chores. Yet she was never truly alone, for her little animal friends stayed by her side, helping her with the work and bringing comfort with their loyal love. But no matter how much comfort her animal friends brought, Cinderella still missed her parents dearly.
I miss you, Mother and Father.
One magical day, a royal announcement echoed through the kingdom, calling all young ladies to attend a grand ball at the palace, where the prince would choose his bride.
There is a royal ball, and the prince will select his princess, so everyone is invited.
Soon, a royal messenger arrived at their door. Cinderella accepted the scroll with wonder, her heart fluttering as she read the invitation.
What are you doing with this?
Cinderella's stepmother spoke sharply, and in reply, Cinderella said softly, "I also wish to go to the royal ball." The stepsisters hurried to prepare for the ball, dressing in their finest gowns and practicing their smiles.
The prince will choose me.
This gown is simply divine. I shall be the belle of the ball.
Cinderella, too, dreamed of going to the ball. With hope in her heart, she took her mother's old dress and began to carefully repair it, imagining how beautiful she would look in her mother's gown if she attended.
A ribbon of hope, a stitch of love, creating a dream I can wear.
But her stepmother and stepsisters had other plans. They gave Cinderella a mountain of chores, so many that she would never have time to mend her dress or prepare herself for the ball. Their cruelty was meant to keep her from even trying, while they laughed and dreamed of the prince. But what they didn't know was that Cinderella's animal friends were secretly working behind her back. While she was forced to do chores, they quietly finished her dress, planning a surprise, knowing she wouldn't have time herself. When Cinderella saw the dress, she couldn't hold back her tears. It was more beautiful than she had ever imagined. After she wore it, she looked absolutely gorgeous, and her admirers cheered in awe at her radiant beauty. The night of the ball finally arrived. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were ready to go, their hearts full of excitement. But as Cinderella stepped down the stairs, they froze in shock, unable to believe how beautiful she looked, and how stunning her dress truly was. A pang of jealousy filled their hearts. Without thinking, they ruined Cinderella's dress, determined to keep her from going to the ball. Selfishly, they left Cinderella behind, alone and heartbroken, and went off to the ball without her. That night was sad for Cinderella. She cried beside the fountain, her heart heavy with disappointment. But what she didn't know was that her destiny was about to change in the most magical way. As Cinderella sat there crying, a sparkly light suddenly shimmered in her eyes. The glow grew brighter and brighter, and from it appeared the Fairy Godmother, ready to bring magic into Cinderella's life. The Fairy Godmother appeared and softly asked why Cinderella was crying. Cinderella shared her sorrow, explaining that her dress was ruined and she couldn't go to the ball.
My dress. It has been ruined.
After listening to Cinderella's story, the Fairy Godmother waved her wand and transformed her torn dress into a beautiful, sparkling gown. Cinderella looked more beautiful than ever, glowing with magic, grace, and a happiness that shone from her eyes. With a graceful wave of her wand, the Fairy Godmother created a magnificent carriage, shining horses, and a proud carriage rider to guide them. Everything was ready to carry Cinderella in style to the royal ball, wrapped in magic and wonder. Before she left, the Fairy Godmother gently warned Cinderella that the magic would only last until midnight and she must return before the clock struck 12. As the carriage rolled away, Cinderella smiled with wonder, her heart racing as she was carried toward the royal ball.
Looks magnificent tonight.
I know, I can hardly wait to see the ballroom.
The ballroom glowed with candlelight, filled with royal guests twirling and dancing as music echoed through the grand hall. As Cinderella entered the grand hall, the music softened and all eyes turned toward her. The room fell silent, and even the prince could not look away. Gazing at her in awe, he whispered,
"Who is that beautiful girl?"
Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters watched in stunned jealousy, their faces twisted with envy as they realized the beautiful stranger was Cinderella. As the prince reached Cinderella to offer her a dance, her hair gently fell open. Captivated, he tied it back, then led her into the music with a warm smile.
Would you do me the honor of this dance?
I'd be delighted.
They danced as if the world had vanished, moving gracefully across the floor. The prince, lost in the moment, whispered,
I don't want this moment to end.
After dancing, the prince led Cinderella to the palace balcony, away from the crowd. Under the moonlight, he spoke gently, wanting to know her heart and learn who she truly was.
Who are you? And why haven't I seen you before?
I'm...
Just as Cinderella began to share her story, the palace bell rang out. Midnight had arrived.
Wait, what happened?
Wait, please don't go. What's wrong?
The magic was fading, and Cinderella had to run back home before midnight. As she hurried down the palace steps, one of her glass slippers fell from her foot and was left behind in her rush. The prince bent down and carefully picked up the glass slipper, knowing in his heart that he must find the girl it belonged to. Cinderella sat in the carriage, her heart heavy with longing. She missed the prince deeply, wishing they could meet again, now that he had captured her heart. By the time Cinderella reached home, the magic had completely faded. The grand carriage and shining horses vanished into the night, and her beautiful gown returned to the simple dress she had worn before, leaving her alone once again. with only her memories of the enchanted evening. Cinderella stood in her room, feeling sad and alone, her only wish to one day meet the prince again. The next morning, a royal announcement was made. The prince would search the kingdom to find the girl who fit the glass slipper.
Every maiden in the kingdom is hereby commanded to try on this glass slipper.
The prince gave the task to a trusted duke, sending him across the kingdom to make sure every girl tried on the glass slipper, so no one would be missed. When the stepmother heard the news, she locked Cinderella away in the attic to keep her from being found.
Welcome. We've been expecting you. Please come in.
Thank you. I apologize for the intrusion, but I bring tidings regarding the slipper.
The first stepsister sat down and tried to slip her foot into the glass slipper, but it was far too tight and would not fit. Then the second stepsister sat down and tried on the glass slipper, but it was too loose. Just as the duke was about to leave, he paused. He had heard a sound echoing from above.
Let me out! Please, open the door! Let me out of here!
Hearing the sound, the duke turned to the stepmother and asked who it was, but she quickly dismissed it, saying,
Oh, it's no one important.
The duke firmly demanded that the girl be brought down, reminding the stepmother of the prince's order that no one be missed. With no choice left, the stepmother was forced to bring Cinderella down. The duke slipped the glass shoe onto Cinderella's foot. It fit perfectly, and he knew she was the one the prince had been searching for. The good news reached the prince quickly, and his heart filled with joy like never before.
The maiden has been found. She is safe and awaits you in the great hall.
Cinderella and the prince were married in a grand celebration, with the whole kingdom rejoicing in their happiness. Their love was pure and true, and it proved that kindness and compassion always win in the end. Cinderella finally found the life she had dreamed of, surrounded by love, joy, and a happily ever after that was truly deserved.